Home. 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 Hey, what's up, guys? It's Clint. We're back with another episode of Versus. Holy crap, man. This time, we're getting nuts. This time, we're getting nuts because we got... What do we got? We got the Predator versus E.T. This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. E.T. versus the Predator? You're damn right, E.T. versus the Predator. And I can't do this alone. Can't do it alone, so I'm going to get my homies, CB3 and JB. What's up, fellas?
Howdy, Clint. Happy Friday.
How we doing, gang?
Pretty good. Thank you for having me.
Hey, I gotta put a little name thing on here for you. What would you like your name to be on here?
You could just be JB.
JB. All right, JB. I'm gonna fix that real quick, and then there we go. Bam, JB. And I think you need a background on that. This is the most boring thing or people ever... I'm not going to mess with that. Okay, great. Perfect. Now let's get started. We got JB, CB, and CB. This is going to be an exciting show. We got E.T. versus Predator. What an exciting show today. Oh boy, I gotta do a little synopsis here in a second. Before we do that, let's go to the chat and say hello to the gang in the chat. Who is here with me? We got Jedi Master EJ. E.T. wins, flawless victory. Absolutely right. Are you here, Mel? I am now. All right, we got Bobby. We got Mel. We got Chris Klink. I was behind watching EEN and got a notification you dudes were moving on, so here I am. All right. Hi, Clink, says Bobby. Man, look at all of the fellowship and fun we're having in the chat.
Mel says hi, JB.
Hey.
Bobby says hi, JB.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
You guys will find out real quick. I am the redheaded stepchildren of all of these people.
This was a fun...
No, it's his first time on. Thank you for coming, JB. His first time on. He's a little, newbie.
Yeah. Everybody's got a first time.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. We're here, and I appreciate you coming on, man. So JB, you said you watched... What did you watch to prep for this? You watched a lot of movies, I heard.
I did. Curtis told me to do my homework, so I watched E.T. and then I watched Predator, and then I decided to do the extra credit and watched Predators, which I found out was basically just a remake.
That's crazy talk.
For shame. Predator is the best sequel to Predator that exists.
I mean, let's look at it. The person that made it looked at the original Predator and was like, this is a classic. This is perfect. But what we need to do is we need to change a couple things. First, we need to fix the Predator's face so it doesn't look like what it looks like. Then let's take away the whole badass camaraderie and just make them all strangers. And we've got a movie. And more.
And it worked.
We got some major. What are your thoughts on E.T.?
It's not what I remembered it to be.
Yeah.
I had 8-year-old JB nostalgia, and I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna poo my pants when it gets towards the end of the movie with the whole hazmat suits, and I was right. It's still terrifying. There's a lot of that movie I don't remember, and was like, what?
I didn't remember most of that movie. I watched it, and it was like I saw it for the first time, to be honest. I remembered little things, but there's a lot I didn't remember in that movie. I didn't remember E.T. getting drunk, that's for sure. That was pretty hilarious. I was like, dude, he's drinking Coors. Good times.
The 80s.
Eddie Torres, the extraterrestrial. We got Chris Klink says Predators was badass. They had super predators in that too.
I got a feeling my first time being on live, I'm going to get a lot of hate from you guys and that, because I've got my opinions
On what? On
Don't sing it,
Predators,
just bring it.
but we'll
Don't
focus
sing
on
it.
Predator.
No,
Yeah.
don't sing it, just bring it, dude. Like,
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
All right. I've been casually tweaking color and stuff while I'm
Now,
Oh, yeah.
there we go. Now we look good.
Oh, all right.
I had to mess with pigmentation and coloring and different things in these, so the lighting all matches up. We're all in different locations, guys. I know it looks like we're sitting at the AMC theater in Lakeline.
Strange Theater.
Yeah.
The Doctor Strange Theater here.
Yep, but we're not. So let's do this, man. The first thing we're going to talk about is E.T. E.T. There he is. E.T.
Ouch.
Home. All right, E.T. extraterrestrial.
Hey, maybe if you're an alien, maybe don't stick your fucking glowing finger in people's face. And
Hey, man.
you.
After a gentle alien becomes stranded on Earth, the being is discovered and befriended by a young boy named Elliot, played by Henry Thomas. Bringing the extraterrestrial into his suburban California house, Elliot introduces E.T. and, as the alien is dubbed, to his brother and little sister, Gertie, who's played by Drew Barrymore, and the children decide to keep its existence secret. Soon, however, E.T. falls ill, resulting in government intervention and a dire situation for both Elliot and the alien. This is directed by Steven Spielberg. Oh, man. E.T., the flying theme. John Williams did the music for this. It was Academy Award for Best Music. What a tremendous film, dude. Like, let's get back on the regular screen. What a tremendous movie. Watching this again really made me realize not only how much fog that Steven Spielberg used, but how important music is in movies. Like, the score of that movie made that movie. Like, it just made like makes you emotional. And I know I'm just stating the obvious, you know what I mean, but that movie specifically, it was really cool. Like watching this as a grown up, watching like how close they were on certain shots. They were real up close. Sometimes they'd have just lighting on where the eyes are. And they'd had fog machines and different things that, as a kid, I maybe thought were really done outside, but I could tell were done inside a studio. Yeah, a lot of it looked like Stranger Things. You know what I mean? The in-studio stuff. It was. I really, really enjoyed this movie, and I'm glad I saw it. I had my fifth or I think sixth birthday. I had ET plates and cups and a tablecloth and all that as a little kid, and I saw this in the theater, and I haven't seen it since then. So I haven't seen this since probably 1980 or 82. When did it come out?
82.
82, yeah. I haven't seen it since then. So I was in kindergarten in 82. Incredible. So how about you, Curtis? What did you think about this movie?
So I have seen it more often than that. 82, yeah. James is right. Damn it.
Shut.
So I've seen it more often, and once it came out, I remember it was a thing. Like when it came out on VHS, like it was like 10 years or so, like when it actually was released on VHS, and people were like, oh my God, you know, and so we got it on VHS and watched it repeatedly. And I've shown it to my kids, you know, the last, I don't know how many years. So they know it. So I've seen it more often than that. And that's the thing, showing it to them, I'm pointing out all of the kid points to me, like, watch this amazing part. Oh, like this is so awesome. Like, but watching it as an adult for the show, I'm like, I don't know. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. But like, it's E.T. is a spectacular movie, but there are a lot of issues with it that I never noticed it before when looking at it critically.
Ooh, I can't wait to get into that. Well, let's talk real quick. Do a synopsis for the Predator, and then we'll jump into.
Well, it's, what does JB think about it? How about that?
I'll say this, and I'll leave this up for later discussions. It is very 1980s Spielberg.
Yeah, it is.
He has a certain feel to the way he made movies in the 80s compared to the 70s or afterwards, and it is very 1980s.
Yeah.
But I mean, I loved it. It's a classic for a reason.
Oh yeah,
that's true. That's true.
It's and I feel like this is the kind of feel that they're going to do for that John Watts movie. That's what they're talking about for the new John Watts Star Wars movie. They want it to have that Spielberg feel.
Spoilers. I hope not. Spoilers. I hope not.
You don't want to see a bunch of Jedi kid or a bunch of Star Wars kids stealing the Millennium Falcon and cruising through the galaxy,
Not if it's like E.T. I don't.
finding a dead Greedo. Huh?
I mean, that part maybe.
Well, let's go through the synopsis of Predator, and then we can get into the questions. What a Predator! What a cast! You got Arnold Schwarzenegger. But by the way, before I go into this, I'll say this is 2 weeks in a row we've had a young Drew Barrymore in the cast.
That's
so
right.
we could have done those movies against each other. Firestarter versus E.T. This one is great. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Carl Weathers. Only if only for the "you son of a bitch," just that is worth watching. Yeah, we got Jesse the Body Ventura and a whole bunch of other greats in this. This was a fun movie. Van Damme.
Van Damme, yes.
Van Damme. Didn't he start this movie and then quit? I feel like somebody was just talking about this the other day.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. What I was talking about. If you watch the original Predator thing, Van Damme was the original Predator. Instead of 6'9" Kevin Peter Hall, they had Van Damme, and it was this weird bug-looking thing. Like look it up on YouTube. It's spectacular. And it's this weird, stupid-looking thing. And Predator would never have been the movie that it is. And they were like, this is just stupid. And they brought in Stan Winston, and they made the real Predator that we know and love now. But a lot of the action shots of the Predator jumping from tree to tree and stuff like that, where it's blurred out, are Van Damme doing all that work. But yeah, the suit that they put him in was just like this weird, fucking stupid looking purple bug thing. It's look it up.
Somebody was just talking to me about this the other day. They were like, yeah, Van Damme was like, oh, this movie's never going to do anything. I'm wasting my time here. And then he went off to go do Time Cop or something, and or Bloodsport or something. And yeah, he didn't know this was going to be a huge hit.
So to tie it back to the whole me hating on predators, the big praying mantis bug creature that you see in that movie, they brought that back because that's what the original was going to look like. And then they were like, no, this is garbage. We can't do this without computer graphics. And then the new one came out and they were like, let's pay more homage to that movie. And
that's hilarious.
So JB saying he loves Van Damme. That's okay.
That's cool.
I do. I mean, it doesn't take much to admire a man who can roundhouse kick anything.
Anybody that can do the splits between two semis, it's like, I'm in. And just cruise down the desert between two semis. It's awesome. Wow, I just looked it up. That's bizarre. Yeah, and yeah, and Kevin Peter Hall is the guy that came to play Predator after Van Damme, apparently.
Yes,
wow,
and he is 6'9". The only person that can make Arnold look small, and he did a good job of it.
Who doesn't like Van Damme? That is the question.
I like Van Damme, but no.
Van Damme.
If you watch it, you can watch the original cuts. It was not working.
It's not good. Not
Hey.
good.
Well, let's go into Chris got a comment. No, Van Damme wasn't thrilled about the costume. He didn't like that his face wouldn't be featured. Feel like you mentioned something similar about the Mandalorian. Exactly. And then he realized this is a great gig because I'm getting paid and I can do I can have a body double and just do the voiceover in a couple of days and make gajillions of dollars. Incredible. Yeah. Before I get started, guys, be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't done all that business, and also up at the top above my head, there's the OG Clint Baker on all these platforms. You could message me if you have any ideas of 2 movies. I don't care how serious or ridiculous you want to get. If we could find a way to tie them together, well, I'm in. We'll do it. Just let us know whatever you want to do, whatever you want us to do, and we will do it. Westerns, sci-fi, action, super action, drama, mob, gang movies, whatever. We're in. We'll do it. So we're always looking for some fun new material. So hit us on that. And cool. Did I do the? I didn't read the synopsis, did I? All right. Dutch, who's played by Arnold Schwarzenegger, a soldier of fortune, is hired by the U.S. government to secretly rescue a group of politicians trapped in Guatemala. But when Dutch and his team, which includes weapons expert Blaine, who's Jesse the Body Ventura, and CIA agent George, who is Carl Weathers, land in Central America, something is gravely wrong. After finding a string of dead bodies, the crew discovers they are being hunted by a brutal creature with superhuman strength and the ability to disappear into its surroundings. Not just superhuman strength, they can skin people. It can pull you out of your body. That's insane. What a fun movie. It was another good one, man. Did you have any regrets in this? Like any regrets where you're like looked and you're like, hey, I didn't remember this the way I thought I did. This is completely different, or this is a lot shittier than I thought it was, or this is better than I thought it was. What did you guys think?
JB, I'm gonna let you go.
It's perfect. I'm just gonna say that. It is the perfect action movie because they waste no time trying to put in a whole bunch of filler character development or whatever. Like the very first scene, you got all 6 of the dudes crawling out of the helicopter, and the only character development they put in it is like one guy's wearing a Hawaiian shirt, one guy's wearing a suit, and Schwarzenegger's in the back smoking a cigar, and they're like, done. You know these guys. Moving on. No, I love Predator. Absolutely love Predator.
And Curtis, what about you?
I can't follow that. Yes, like Predator is just so amazing. And so if you don't know, the little weirdo guy with the glasses that was telling the dirty jokes, that's Shane Black. That's the writer of the movie. That's the writer of a ton of movies that you love, including The Weapons and a lot of those movies. Shane Black is a big Hollywood writer. He wrote this movie, but like it's just like this. It's so perfect of a movie. Like it's so self-contained, and they could make sequels. They did make sequels, but just nothing lives up to Predator. Like it's just so well done.
When I started looking it up, I was like, okay, wait, which one am I supposed to watch? There was like 6 or 7 Predators. Some of them were Predators, Predator, The Predator, Predator, Predator.
They've got a new one coming out. I think this year.
Yeah, they got a series called Prey that's coming.
Yeah.
I really like the idea of that because it's supposed to be take place 300 years ago and supposed to be attacking Native Americans, and I like the idea because it seems like Predator, if you're unarmed, he's like, I'm not going to fight you without stuff, so he strips down. So I wonder if he's going to be stripped down for these Native Americans or
I like the idea too. I was really excited about that. However, after rewatching Predator, it's like, Arnold basically beat him being a Native American. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, that's the deal. Like you got these badass hunters that are out there, and indigenous people that know the terrain and know how to set traps and all kinds of things. Like, oh, are you going to take the helmet off and strip down and then go fight like that,
you gotta be real.
Or are you going to go roast everybody with your laser cannons? Like, I don't know. We'll see. I guess we'll have to see. But let's get into some.
Clint, is it game time?
It's game time. It's game time. That's right. You know what time it is, guys. It's game time. That's the time where we get the two people, and by people I mean extraterrestrials. We get these guys competing, and we're going to ask a series of questions, and we're going to answer these questions however relevant or irrelevant they are to deciding which one is a better movie. We're going to determine who's
They're
the better.
always relevant.
They are, yeah, exactly. So we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna start with E.T. That's right, E.T. folks. Phone home. All right. When I was a little kid, I used to do that. Home.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, first of all, what do we want to start with? Oh, E.T. is technically unarmed. Yeah.
Oh, we're talking about the
Is he?
movies. Yeah,
Yep.
right? He basically has force powers.
And you know what? The first thing I want to say is extraterrestrial is one word. They didn't need to give it two letters. They could have just called him E.
Yeah.
E. Just E. Period. It's not
I don't think that would've
extraterrestrial.
sold.
It's not extraterrestrial. It's extraterrestrial.
No,
Yeah.
because you would have gotten people going to the theaters going, eh.
They'd be like, E, it's a ripoff of V. I don't even want to see this movie.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. All right, well, let's see. Speaking of, which one had the best story? Which movie had the best story? That is the question.
I know where I'm going to go on this. So, does somebody else want to jump?
I'll jump. They're two good stories. And when you say best, the best, what's the best? What's convoluted? What's a better? Just simple, equal better. It's a kid getting stranded on another planet, getting left behind, getting found, getting
We don't
sick.
know if E.T.'s a kid or not.
He's
We
a
don't know if
kid.
he's
Those
a
are his
kid.
parents. Those are his parents.
In the book version, he's like
You
5
left your
million years
kid?
old.
Yeah, I always got the
That-
impression that those were his parents, and they came back. He had to call mom to pick him. I better call mom
You
to come
would
pick me
leave
up.
your child- I would burn that fucking spaceship to the ground before I left my kid. Like if it was like if mom was leaving me and she's like, "Oh, dad'll be fine," I'd be like, "Yeah, I'll get y'all later." Like, but if it was like my kid, I'd be like, "No, like we're not leaving."
He befriends a kid, and they can feel each other. They connect, and then
Curtis.
and then he leaves, and then yeah, I don't know. Then you got an alien who's on this earth to hunt. It goes around hunting things, and it's skinning soldiers. They need an elite team of badasses to go rescue some politicians, and some of them get skinned. I don't know which one. What do you guys think? What's a better story?
I'll let Curtis go this time.
Curtis,
No, JB, you're aching. Go for it, JB.
No. Go. I'll let you.
Curtis, this is all you,
Predator
man.
is a better story. Predator is better. Like E.T. fucking dies halfway through, then he's just like, "Oh wait, my family's coming. I'm alive again." Oh, blah, 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 blah. Look at
The
me.
love
Like,
fixed
wait.
him. I love
Yeah,
you,
okay.
E.T.
Friendship heals
great,
all.
but like Spielberg just like pulled this fucking bullshit like switcheroo on us, and like when you're a kid, you don't notice that. You're like, "Oh my god, the love." Yeah, no, you know what? You're like, he died. We got all these scientists here, and they don't know alien technology, they don't know alien biology, but he fucking died, and they were freezing him. Okay, like,
Maybe-
and then he's just like phone home, phone home, phone home, phone home. Like, no. Predator's like, I'm gonna die, and I'm gonna blow you up with me because you won, and I can't have that shit happening. Like, he's like, I'm wiping all of this out, so it looks like it was just a wash. Like, he's all about Predator was just so fucking perfect, self-contained story. Predator.
I mean,
maybe,
yeah. No, I
You wanna
mean,
follow that?
like,
I told you,
I'm gonna
go
try.
first.
I'm gonna try, but it's like E.T. has like no side plots introduced whatsoever, except for the science guy with the keys, and it's just keys, all like every time
keys
you see
everywhere.
him,
Yeah.
that keeps switching hip, which I'm surprised Spielberg would let some sort of movie mistake like that happen.
I didn't notice that.
Oh yeah, and I didn't notice it. My wife pointed it out, and she was like, whichever side the camera's on, that's the side the keys are on, and it switches based on it. And I was like, okay, now I can't unsee it. Predator.
Predator,
they introduce all these side stories. They introduce all these side stories like, oh, we need to save the cabinet member. Oh, there's Russians invading the U.S. through Guatemala. And then the moment the Predator shows up, they're like, screw all those stories. This is the real one.
Yeah. Yes.
Sometimes back in those days, they would flip the film around and have it backwards. There's footage of Boba Fett where like you see him hanging out with the ladies in the back of the room, back of the party. He's in the back like hanging out, like, hey, I'm Boba Fett. I don't say anything, but he's hanging with the ladies. There's some of those shots on Star Wars that are flipped backwards, where they took the film and flipped it the other way, and it's a mirror image. And so he might have his blaster on the opposite side, or things like that. And that was a trick that they did if the shot was weird or they needed to make things look different. So I wonder if they just clipped the keys or if they flipped it backwards, and maybe the classroom was backwards or whatever, however the shot was angled and you didn't even notice. You know what I mean? Like, just curious. Has nothing to do with which one's a better movie.
Predator.
So we got two for the Predator.
Wait. Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna have to go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for.
Sorry.
I'm gonna support ET just because I want ET to get some love.
And we gotta go to chat on this. This is
We're-
pissing people off.
We're going to
This is
chat
pissing
too.
Some people off.
Who's getting mad? One word Yoda. I did love the Star Wars tie-ins, and of course this was done with LucasArts. A lot of the effects and stuff. Curtis is cold motherfucker,
Right.
no heart. Cold AF. Tinkerbell died too. We had to believe to bring her back. That's right. It's like Igor's hump. Igor. It's the love that saves him. Exactly. The love brings him back. Or
No.
Or-
it's when his fucking. No, it's not the love. It's when his fucking ship is landing in the exact same spot that it landed before. It had already landed in the same spot before. Like, these fucking G-men aren't gonna know where it's going. Like, it landed in the fucking same spot. Like he put the fucking. And they even said, like, we know he has a machine. What is the machine doing? What's it doing, Elliot? And he's like, I don't know what it's doing. I don't know. Yeah, it's right there in the same spot. He landed in the same spot. Like,
I have a theory. What if his biology is similar, and he needed some of the things that they gave him, and it just took him longer to stabilize. So they just figured he died, and then he got a delayed reaction to all of the drugs. That would be interesting.
They started freezing him.
Maybe that's what he needed. Maybe his planet, he breathes a little bit of nitrogen, and they were putting some nitrogen in there to freeze him. Maybe he breathes Freon.
None of that was shown in Star Wars, Clone Wars. Like, I'm just saying, like Episode 1. Like when he was in the Senate.
I mean,
I'm
if E.T. really cared for Elliot, he would have severed that telepathic link that was killing Elliot.
Right. Let's
long
torture
ago.
this fucking boy.
Yeah.
Maybe he's a selfish bastard. He's like, I'm taking you with me.
You gave me
I'm
M&Ms
taking
and
all I
beer.
can take. Get away from me, boy.
Maybe that's what he did, and maybe
Research.
Elliot's life force was keeping him alive, and then he cut the tie just because he didn't want to drain him. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Interesting. It was the Reese's. You're right, and
Research.
Phil, I really wanted to have some Reese's Pieces for this. I was gonna wear a towel, be like,
He was.
Eat-
Not
eat-
was gonna. He was.
I was wearing one, and I was gonna eat Reese's the whole time, and it was gonna be great.
I think you should just keep that the whole time.
I may do that for a little bit. And I just don't have a red hoodie. So there you go. So, okay. Well, I'm going to give the point to Predator, even though I want ET to get the point, but we're going to give it to Predator. So Predator gets the point.
Best story.
Get it? Because he has those knives. Point.
Snap.
Okay.
Boom. All right.
Ouch.
Both for the ease of using the graphics, I start both people with 1 point. So, all right. So okay. Well, let's see. Well, now let's see who had the better cast. This is a big one. Who had a better cast?
This is an easy one.
Is it? Is it though? We got.
Yeah. You want to talk about ET cast first, just to make this easier for me.
We got
Drew
Erica
Barrymore.
Erica Elaniak, who was in
Hashtag who?
she was a Baywatch.
C. Thomas Howell.
She was in Baywatch.
Thomas Howell.
For some reason, I have
Almost
Harrison.
awesome.
I have Harrison Ford listed up here.
He
Why?
was going to be in the movie, but then Spielberg cut it
Oh,
because they were
okay.
like, everybody's going to think it's linked to Star Wars and it would ruin the vibe. And
That
Ah.
would. Oh God, that would make it win. Like if it was like that'd be a definite link.
How about Henry Thomas?
And Thomas Henry. How about
What-
Thomas Henry?
What Henry Thomas? What did he do? Flight of the Was he the same kid as the Flight of the Navigator?
Who fucking cares? Like
I'm just curious. Who fuck? You're right.
we got Arnold Schwarzenegger and Carl Weathers.
How about
in a
Drew
movie
Drew
together.
Barrymore?
I mean,
Is amazing.
she is now not to go back to last week's episode and not to give Curtis all of that weird conversation he had, but Drew Barrymore was adorable in that movie.
Absolutely.
Absolutely adorable.
And Firestarter. She's an adorable kid. Man, we got all these good comments. Yeah, Bobby's like Predator. Chris Klink's like Predator. Henry Thomas was in Cloak and
got-
Dagger. Thank you, Philip. Phil Davis, Punk Rock Phil. He called. I was trying to remember what other movie. It was Cloak and Dagger. I don't know about you guys. I saw Cloak and Dagger a lot when I was a kid.
Is that the Marvel show?
No,
I read the
that's
comic, but I
it's the
haven't-
OG. It was filmed at the Riverwalk, and it's the same guy who is the boss in 9 to 5 with Dolly Parton and Lily Tomlin. Remember 9 to 5?
but
Working
not the
9
boss.
to 5. The boss that gets tied up in the chair and with a ball gag and gets. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one who watched 9 to 5 100 times when I was a kid. That guy is a Cloak and Dagger. He's like a spy guy and gets a kid involved and stuff. And it was filmed at the
So it's not-
Riverwalk.
Oh wow.
It was an awesome movie. You never saw Cloak and Dagger when you were a kid?
No.
Dude,
Never
Cloak and
heard of
Dagger
it.
was
I
one
read
of
the comic.
it's not a
the-
Marvel thing. It's Cloak and Dagger was like it was one of those movies like War Games that you just saw a million times when you were a kid. Shall we play a game? Remember that? Yeah, it was good.
I remember that.
Holy smokes. Yeah, he was an imaginary friend, actually. Well, cool. Well, let's move on. Best cast.
Wait.
We're giving that to. We're just gonna quit. We're not even gonna fuck around. We're giving that to Predator. There's no contest. So let's just give them the points and move on.
Arnold and Carl Weathers.
Yeah, that's all you gotta
Weathers.
say. And Jesse the Body Ventura.
Right.
Before he went weird.
Yeah.
I mean,
if you're
it's a
ever
fucking Navy
playing-
SEAL. Did he go weird? He just, he's fucking Jesse the Body Ventura. He's a gigantic man.
this shit'll make you a sexual Tyrannosaurus.
Dude, one time I was at a Willie Nelson concert and I was backstage. And I hear this voice, blah 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 blah, and I'm like, this is a very familiar voice. And then I hear, yeah, and blah 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 blah, and I'm like, yeah, blah, 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 and I'm hearing these two fucking intense voices, and I turn around and it's Alex Jones having a conversation with Jesse the Body Ventura, and I was like, what fucking planet am I on? This is fucking crazy. Yeah, it was wild. So I was like, hey man, nice to meet you guys. Cool, see you later. I actually I was double fisting. I had 2 beers because there was no beer backstage. This was backstage too, and like, so I brought 2 beers in with me, and Alex Jones was like, "Hey, where'd you get that?" And I go, "Oh, there's no beer back here. Here, you can have mine though if you want." And he was like, and he just took my beer, and he didn't say, "Hey, thanks, man," or anything. He just took my beer. And I'm like, motherfucker, like, I paid for that. Like out there, I was like, hey, dude, you can have mine. And you know what you do is you say, oh, thanks, man. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it. You know, but no, there was none of that. I was like, dude, you can have mine. He just went and just took it. Like, I'm like, really? Yeah, it was pretty funny. So, fuck you, Alex Jones. Yeah, there you go. So, moving forward, yeah, also the governor of Minnesota. It was a conspiracy to take my beer. Which one was
You're good with 1, but 2?
No. Which and a black helicopter dropped me off another beer. It was awesome. Which movie is a better looking film? This is a big one. Which one is a better looking film?
So
I'm gonna jump in.
Get it, JB. Get it.
It's Predator, and I'm only saying that for one reason.
Okay.
I watched the 20th anniversary version of E.T. where they replaced shotguns with walkie-talkies. Yeah, that looked okay, but they added a whole bunch of E.T. CG. And my big question is, why does the CG in 2002 in a Spielberg movie look crappier than Jurassic Park, which was made 9 years earlier? And that's also a Spielberg. Why did Spielberg let such bad CG in his movie? So Predator looks better.
Wow.
So that's a good point. Like what, like these directors going back and fixing their shit. Like why is it even a thing? Like, so like JB was saying, like there are scenes in that one. I didn't rewatch that one, but like where the guys, instead of holding shotguns, are holding walkie-talkies, and it's like, if there's an alien, if you think there's an alien presence on your planet, like think as adults, like, you know, not kids. Oh, E.T.'s cute and this and that, but as adults, there's an alien presence. And it's making one of the children sick. We already know that. It's making one of the children sick. And it's like, yeah, I want guys with shotguns out there, like mowing down aliens, like until we figure this out. Like, I'm not trying to be like, but like, what is going on here? Like it's you know what the guys with walkie-talkies were saying? They're like going, I wish we had guys with shotguns. Like we need guys with shotguns right now. Like, let's go.
I mean,
not even a thing,
dude. Some of the stuff that they did with the fog machines, they did some really cool stuff to build an atmosphere, and then they would only have this part of their eyes lit out when they're out by the barn and fog and up close angles and all these really cool things that they did in E.T. that I really appreciated. Like that I was like, wow, this is a really, really cool techniques that they used in filming a lot of this stuff that made the movie.
At the same time, you're right, but at the same time, when the Predator flashed its eyes at the people that he like knew was looking at him, like whenever he knew somebody was looking at him, and he like flashed his eyes, like yeah, fucking shoot me, bitch. like it's just so great, and and that's what I mean for the technology of the time. This is only 5. So ET was 82, Predator was 80. This is 5 years later. It's not like we're doing this massive jump in time.
Yeah.
And the practical effects of ET still look great. But
I mean, most of the time it was just a big alien, a bunch of muscle guys running through the forest, and an alien you can't even see, and then you until you take his mask off. What do you think of that?
I think it comes down to this: which one looks better? A kid on a bike flying across the moon, that's pretty badass. A whole bunch of muscle-bound dudes holding down a tree in the forest just for the sole purpose of like, look at my muscle. I'm going to go with ET though. And in all retrospect, ET looked the way it was shot and everything was better. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
Cheated. I looked at IMDb. I read up on the trivia. And Spielberg shot it at like 9-year-old height. So you got the idea that you were a kid in that movie too. They didn't do that in Predator. It was just like pretty basic camera angles.
You know what they did though in Predator? That transparent alien that you could still see, that seems like nothing now. You know what I mean? But back when I first saw that thing, that's just a blur. That was freaking cool. Like that, you know what I mean? That was like, dude, that is awesome.
And when Arnold puts the mud on and you can't see him through the Predator's eyes,
yeah, that was cool too.
That's what I'm saying. Like he figured out at the same time you figured out. Like you tell me when he fell in the water and he was like, "Oh God, I'm safe." And then Predator splashed in the water after him. You're like, "Oh my God!" There's a fucking like every time he thought he was away, it just hits. I've seen this movie fucking a bazillion times, and every time it's like, "Oh my God!" Like it's so great. And
dude, when Elliot's oh, go ahead, JB.
I was going to say, you guys told me to go back and watch the movies with a critical eye, not just my love for Predator, but to actually watch E.T., and that's what I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, there are amazing scenes like the Predator grabbing the scorpion and then over here. Awesome. And like the fact that the Predator growl is just him mimicking gunfire.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty awesome. But like when it comes to like filmmaking, which one looks better, E.T. is going to be studied more at a film school than Predator.
Yeah, because film schools are pretentious. They will never study Predator.
We're not saying which one's a better movie. We're just saying
film school should study Predator. No, I'm telling you right now. Yes, no. I'm telling you.
I'm agreeing.
Film school should study Predator.
I'm agreeing with JB, and I've been trying. I know that Predator's badass, and so I'm leaning towards E.T. just so that somebody's rooting for E.T. But I like both movies a lot, you know. But you are right. You're right, and like I remember the magic of when the bike takes off into flight, and it was like whoa, and you know it. Now we have CGI but it was magical when we were kids. The flying bikes and the way it was shot, it was magical. And there's a lot of scenes that I noticed, like when E.T.'s in the barn and different things that I noticed. Like, and sometimes I was like, there's a lot of gratuitous fog in this. Like they're really into fog machines and lighting, but it really makes an effect and stuff. And so I'm giving my point to E.T. Also. So I'm gonna let's see what's up with the chat. So right now it looks like JB is going with E.T. I'm going with E.T. and Curtis is going with Predator. So that means that E.T. is about to win the point. But I want to see if we get any feedback from the chat that's going to tip the scales at all. What do we got here? First of all,
Bill Davis has a good one.
Yeah, he said. he said bands do this too. Talking about restoring when is Clint going to record the Ritalin Kids the way it was supposed to sound? That was quality, dude. It doesn't need to be retracked. I just thought I would say that. You can't perfect perfection. But back to the show. Which one were you saying was a good comment?
Oh, the one, is there a Predator ride? No. Is there a million ET rides and shit? Yes.
Because Predator doesn't, ET doesn't fucking kill you.
Yeah, if there was a Predator ride, you would die.
You're just dead.
He almost did. ET almost did. He almost succeeded.
Yeah, he almost did, but he didn't. Like, no, there's no Predator ride. No, his job is to kill you.
Bobby says the transparent alien scared the hell out of me. Yeah, I was fascinated by that. I was like, it's cool. You can see it, but you can't. So cool.
And if you're not looking for it, because Max sees it. Max sees it. And he's like, there he is. And then Carl Weathers sees it. And he's like,
I see it.
And the Predator's just there in the tree.
And yeah, but that's the mean. Like, but if you're not looking, that's the mean. If you don't know what to look for, you're not going to see it. You're not going to see it at all.
It is fun going back and rewatching Predator to look for like any panning shot of the jungle. See if you see that, like.
Oh yeah,
there are though, and there are.
There are. It's really hard to see, but there are.
It's crazy too. That's what I mean. Like they'll do just panning shots, and he's right there, and you just don't see it. It's just like whatever, you just think it's a panning shot, but he's fucking right there. It's amazing. Good point, John.
I kept waiting for young Alyssa Milano to come out, and she never showed up. It was like, what the hell? I rewound the movie 3 times. I was like, what? No, Alyssa Milano.
That's Matrix. That's not Dutch. That's Matrix.
They're all the same. It's just a different.
Do we want to talk about?
So I'm guessing. I'm real quick. I'm guessing that prettier film.
E.T.
Points time. ET wins. Fatality.
So now that we're on the point or the fact, do we want to talk about how much Stranger Things loves Predator? So if you didn't know, Jim Hopper, the main guy in Stranger Things, James Hopper. Yes. He's also the guy who they pull the first dog tag off of in Predator.
Really?
Yes, it is.
Jim Hopper.
And Hawkins. And Hawkins, the name of the town. Well, that's the name of Shane Black's character in Predator. And whenever Jim Hopper shows up at the facility, they're like, you need to talk to Rick Schaefer. And it's Dutch Schaefer. Dutch is a nickname for Arnold's character in Predator.
Man, they really like Predator.
They love fucking Predator.
And the girl who plays 11, her first name is Millie, and it sounds a lot like Billy, which is the dude that kept sniffing out the. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up.
And has dreadlocks like Milli Vanilli, which. Just kidding. All right.
There we go. See,
those were braids,
Predators
not
in the Star Wars
dreadlocks.
universe. We just figured it out.
Yeah. Well, E.T.'s in the Star Wars universe. He's in they're in the Senate. The E.T.'s are in the Senate. I love that that you got Yoda and he's like home, and then later on they turn it in the prequels. They put E.T.'s in the alien Senate. It's great. Good stuff. Well, let's see
now. Well, on that point, as we were talking about earlier or last week, so they can make a fucking Predator crossover with Star Wars, and he's hunting down the Jedi because that's the biggest prey, baby. The Jedi Academy people.
Dude, Darth Vader would rip him to shreds.
We're not talking about Darth Vader. He's on the Outer Rim, and the Predator's hunting down Jedi on the Outer Rim because this is, and then Order 66 happens, and the stormtroopers come and start shooting down the Jedi. So it's like Predator goes for the most dangerous prey. So he's fighting stormtroopers and Jedi, but he hasn't faced the Jedi Master yet. And then the Jedi Master falls, and it's a damn ET with a lightsaber, baby. Like
E.T. versus Predator. Who would win?
Who would not pay to see that movie?
E.T. versus Predator. I'm telling you.
Cuts off the Predator's arm and just
he's
goes
like force pushing.
Ouch.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah,
He
and I
looks at a dead Jedi, and he's like, "Oh,
dude, that is a
and
great
he
band name, Dead Jedi.
Out of his finger. Yeah.
I think I would like to also see Yoda. Yoda would rip him a new one.
Yeah, of course, Yoda would. Yeah, and that's me. Like whenever he was like, everybody knows Yoda.
That scene in E.T. though, when E.T. looks at the Yoda kid and it's just like,
Right.
oh, like that kid must have been like, the hell?
What is that? I'm laughing at Chris Klink's comment.
Yep.
Predator would murder the F out of some Jedi. Full stop. So good. All right, well let's go to the next one. I already know who's going to win this one. This isn't even fair. Don't worry, the points will come back. Wait for it. Who had the best music?
Oh, I don't know if that's a good one.
Come on.
I don't remember that last note.
Yeah. Curtis, what do you, or JB, who wants to go first?
Or bum 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 bada bum 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 bada bum bum. Like the Predator. I'm not doing it justice.
That sounded like Jaws.
Dum dum. Boom 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 boom.
Like the Predator score was fucking amazing as well. Like, you know what? You go fucking piss me off.
Chris Klink is getting bitter. He's like, fine, E.T., next question. It's not, it's fuck.
No, I'm not going to go. No, the Predator score was fucking amazing.
It's not even fair, really. You know, it's like, it's not fair. You gotta, it's John Williams, you know what I mean?
Alan Silvestri. The Predator score was fucking like.
I mean, it's pretty good if you're into that sort of thing.
I'm gonna go like when I heard the Predator theme watching it, I was like, ah, yes, this takes me back to when I was 11 watching a movie that I shouldn't have been watching at 11. But the E.T. theme is more classic.
Fuck. All right, fine.
I mean, it is, right, Curtis?
I mean, I guess. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Curtis, we just got to give E.T. a couple of wins. That's it.
Yeah,
and then Predator's
cool,
going to do what Predator do and dominate.
It's dominate. That's what he do.
He's a Jedi. That's different.
All right, we got to see here. So I'm going to give him his points real quick.
Oh, we're tied up. Oh my god.
It's okay. There's always going to be a good new question that's gonna cause things to balance out, and you know, out. There's always new things on the horizon. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, E.T.'s Canadian. Oh.
Which had a more muscular handshake? You son of a bitch! Okay. Well, I mean, E.T. he had some guns, you know? He had some guns. Who had a more muscular handshake? My vote's for E.T.
Well,
let's look to the chat. Chat? I do like the finger sex comment. What? Muscular?
The how-to guide for prostate exams. Ouch.
Ouch. Uh-oh. Just jumping in now. Rajneesh.
hey, Raj, where you
Hey.
been, buddy?
And what reality is E.T. better than Predator in any way? Come on, dude. What about in which had a more muscular handshake? I mean, it's a no-brainer. You saw E.T.'s guns? Like, yeah, you saw it, right?
He basically shoved him up into your face, like, eh.
I mean, how many ET handshake memes are there out there?
You son of a bitch!
Compared to Dutch and Dylan
He's
seeing
like,
each other for the first time in like
ouch!
3 years.
Ouch! All right, looks like we got a point for the Predator.
I think E.T. was pushing too many pencils.
Oh boy,
CIA.
these Predator cheated. You son of a bitch! All right, hi Raj. But we're gonna give Raj a yeah. Better late than never. Better late than never. All right. Dutch and Dylan's handshake gave birth to Chuck Norris. That's how muscular that was. That's good shit right there. All right. Oh yeah, we're stuck on this screen. I gotta do something here.
And I love Mel's comment. Whatever the argument is, but Arnold. There you go.
All right, let's see. What's this is a good one. Which movie had better acting? Which movie had better acting? Ah! Boom. Okay.
Damn Tom Cruise. You put Tom Cruise in there, he's still like, I'm using my leprechaun powers.
Which movie had better acting? Would you say?
I mean, I don't even think the actors in Predator were acting. I think they were just being them. With guns with blanks. Except for the one scene when they mow down an entire condo's worth of trees.
Jesse Ventura was just being Jesse Ventura. That's just him being Jesse Ventura.
I think that was. I think he just wandered on set and they were like, "Can we get rid of him?" They're like, "No, we can't."
That's pretty much the conversation they were having in the movie. Was the same conversation he and Alex Jones were having when I heard him at the concert. Honestly,
talking about being a sexual tyrannosaurus.
Yeah.
No, I disagree completely. You've got these amazing actors. Think about it. You got Apollo Creed playing Dylan and a completely different character. Boom. Goes the dynamite.
All right.
I mean, aside from Drew Barrymore's acting, which was adorable,
Yes.
I'm gonna go with Predator with the better acting.
Dude, Elliot, when he's leaving, Elliot's like tearing up and crying in just the right places.
I mean, you had to wade through like 2 hours of Elliot just screeching.
Yeah, the mom was real bad. The mom, it was like gets real, almost 70s acting. You know what I mean? Like some of it is real bad. Like,
Like, how clueless was the mother? Like, so fucking clueless. Like, hey, wait. We missed this when we were talking about story. But, like, they put in the shithead father that left him.
did they?
And it kind of,
They put him in.
yeah. No, he's not in the movie. But storyline wise, they put in, like, oh, he left us for Mexico. He went to Mexico with his new wife. And it kind of, like, I don't know why it pays off other than to say, like, and like, dads are shitheads. Like I don't know. Like, it just didn't, like, where did it pay off?
For all we know, Elliot's father was Dutch Schaefer, and he was too busy in Guatemala fighting a predator.
Dude. You brought my world together.
But no, I mean, I do think the best scene in E.T. is after Elliot goes all drunk crazy in the classroom, setting all the frogs free and all that. And it cuts back to like the house, and the mom and Drew Barrymore are there. And Drew Barrymore's like, what, 5? And the mom's like, just stay here. I'll be back in like 10 minutes. I got to go pick up your brother, and just leaves. Like,
yeah.
Damn, that's 80s parenting right there.
Yeah.
I thought that was the best scene.
Let's move on to the next question. Which movie had more dirty jokes?
Ouch.
Ouch. Yeah, Phil actually on the last one called it. She's 5 and is still a better actor than Arnold.
No way, dude. No.
Dude, there was a couple of lines that were like Mr. Freeze caliber.
Dude, he was like, that was the best Arnold. Like, he was like, whatever, I'm Arnold. Yeah, whatever.
No.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks, Mel.
I disagree. Dr. Freeze or Mr. Freeze is lower than Junior for Schwarzenegger in my mind.
That is one of the best movies in the history of the world. So deal with it.
Junior or Batman and Robin?
Batman and Robin.
So who wins the acting points?
Predator.
I'm gonna go with Predator.
Hey, there's some weird fucking there's some weird comments in the chat. I'm gonna have to go get rid of that. That's fucking hilarious. Man. Yep, we're live.
Hey, we got a bot. All right, we got a bot.
bot.
All right. Hey, we got a bot. All right, we got a bot. JB, if you click on the little thing, it'll say chat. The little window there.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just one more. Hold on. Almost there. Report. Okay, what are we reporting? Unwanted commercial content or spam, pornography or sexually explicit content. Probably that. Hate speech, harassment, bullying.
All of the above.
All of the above.
I mean, they don't really say what their product is.
I think they saw the the ET's finger comment and we're like, hey, I'm in the right neighborhood. Here we go.
Okay.
All right, found a good place to
I'm not gonna
post.
do the ET anymore.
Found a good place for invites. These guys are into wild, wacky stuff. Here, we'll put this up. Oh. Oh boy, this is getting rough. All right, let's get back on track. Speaking of that,
Predator clearly won.
here, I guess it's time for this question. Maybe. Which one is a better date movie?
Predator.
It's for me, it's a tie. Because my wife watched both movies with me when I was doing my homework. So
Yeah. So
And I bet you, you want sex? Go tell her to watch Predator again. Be like, I'm Arnold. Get to the chopper! And she's like, but if you're ET, you're like, I'm a little boy. We've had a while. You're flying me.
I'm gonna say
Predator.
I'm gonna say that E.T.'s a better date movie, because your date's gonna be like, oh, it's sweet and oh, blah blah blah, or oh, it's sweet, depending on how they talk. But like it's a touching film. You're watching this movie and it's like, oh, and there's feelings and whatnot. Now, when I'm watching Predator, I'm like, fuck yeah, and I'm leaning forward in my chair and I'm not paying attention to my date. I'm not trying to hold my date's hand because E.T.'s dying. I'm like, whatever. I'll talk to you when we're eating chicken wings after the show, because I'm going to watch Predator and eat chicken wings afterwards.
You want Arnold's babies or you want Elliot's babies? Answer the question. Girls are like, I want some Arnold babies in my belly. I don't want no Elliot babies in my belly.
That's not the question.
Yeah,
are we talking?
That's what they're thinking.
Are we talking first date or third date?
Whatever you want, man. 100th date, doesn't matter.
It's ET. But then third date, I mean, that's when you're most likely going to get some, and so you need that aggression of the Predator.
Speak for yourself, dude. First date. I'm getting some if I go to ET.
I'm a traditionalist.
First
no way.
date,
I'm
if
like,
you don't like Predator, she's out the fucking door. We're done here.
For me, I'd be like,
problem solved.
I'd be like, girl, I'll never leave you behind.
He's telling her, get to the chopper. Like, he's not saying, drag me to the chopper.
I think
he's saying,
look at this fucker's back.
It's back.
Dude.
I did forget that the way Curtis does introduce himself in public is by clasping hand with as much muscle as possible.
This one's dude. They're coming back. They're coming back with a vengeance.
Like, a sploosh, like. And then he's like, get to the chopper. He's saving the fucking girl. Like Carl Weathers, like, just shoot her. He saves her ass, and like, that's right. There's so many porn bots.
I know, it's so many.
I feel bad that it's like the first time I've been on here, and then all of a sudden porn bots show up.
Well,
dude, your cookies are messing up the chat. Just kidding. I've banned the user from the permanently.
However,
yeah, they're going.
You want Elliot babies or you want Arnold babies? I want big, strong babies. Arnold babies. Give me the Arnold babies.
Jesus Christ.
So does my wife.
Do you want true lies? Because that's how you get true lies.
Do you want ants? Because that's how you get ants.
Feeding your date Reese's is how
I'm going to have to... One day I'm going to have to get a moderator in here where they can be like, hey, Clint, I got this for you. That way I'm looking at the camera, not down at my phone.
Honestly, if you brought a date, let me ask you this. So if I brought a date to ET and she was like, I don't know, I didn't really like that much, I'd be like, all right, okay, fair enough, whatever, we'll keep
Let's
dating.
switch it for Predator.
If I brought a date to Predator and she was like, that movie sucked, I'd be like, get the fuck out of my life. I don't ever want to see you again. We're done here. You know what? Go ahead and go bang yourself in the head with a rock or something. Like, I don't know what's going on with you.
Or you would start to bang her in the head with a rock, and then you would put it down because
No, I wouldn't.
you would see she's bleeding green blood, and you're like, I don't need to do that. And then she would set the clock on her wrist, and then you would run.
Right? And I would fucking either way, I'm out. I'm gone.
Well, maybe you'd be making out with her instead of watching the movie, and that would be a good thing. But if it was Predator, you'd be like, not right now. I'm watching the movie.
Yeah, I'm watching fucking Predator. Yeah,
back off. I'm watching Predator. That's what I'm saying. Better date movie.
The date knows
E.T. by
real
far.
Quick, the importance of what's going on in that relationship.
And then I'd be like, you see, if I was dying and you said you loved me, I would come back too.
Clint, if some girl came up to you and grabbed you by the like whatever was going on in your date, but you get back to somewhere that's comfortable, and she grabs you by the shirt and she slams you down, and she says, "Get to the chopper." Are you not like 1 second erect?
Okay, I would.
I'm just saying.
I would run like hell.
Whatever, dude.
I would run.
Whatever. Yeah, after you finished.
Okay, now.
I'm just saying,
hold on now. Okay.
I think we need to take a minute and take a close look at the
We're going to call it a draw.
And then I think we figure out where Curtis is coming from.
If my wife came to me and was like, just slam me down on the ground and was like, get to the chopper. Boom. We got a baby. Bam. Hey, welcome.
All right, we're gonna call it a draw on that one. Listen, lady, you better like outdated media formats and the Schwartz. Poopsie says Sexbot got everyone riled up. That's right. All right, let's go to a different one. All right. Okay, what's a good one? Okay, this is for Clink. Which made you want to take karate lessons more? Curtis?
I'm going to go ET on this one because I want to kick that little asshole in the head through the whole movie.
I would say Predator.
But he's got force powers, so.
JB, come on, man. What you got?
I gotta go with Predator because yeah, Elliot's annoying, but at one point you're just beating up a kid. But if you know karate, you might stand a fighting chance against the Predator.
And you don't have a fighting chance against telekinesis anyway, so you might as well So
you're just sitting there kicking in the air, looking like an idiot.
Yeah. So I'm going Predator. Predator it is. Right. Points for Predator. I like how E.T. is like almost as tall as Predator.
We don't know how tall E.T. really is.
We do.
But he can extend his neck. Kevin Peter Hall is like 6'9" or 7 foot.
Here, that's more like it. All right. Let's see here. Okay, the next one up. Now this will be fun. Ready?
Do it.
Come on.
Don't sing it. Just bring it.
This thing's dragging.
I hope it's the question I'm thinking.
Which one is the best Christmas movie?
Yes.
I didn't know we were doing Die Hard.
No, we're not.
We do that one for all of them.
That's right, baby.
Well, in that case, the point goes to Die Hard.
No.
No. That's cheating, dude.
Okay.
Which is a better Christmas movie? I'm gonna. My logic on this one is that E.T. is already a Halloween movie, so it can't be a Christmas movie.
But what about Nightmare Before Christmas?
What about it?
What about it? We're not talking about that
Is it-
movie.
I know, but I'm just saying it bends that rule. Is it a Halloween movie or a Christmas
Well,
movie?
when we do a versus on that, we can do that. But
Okay.
we're not talking about that.
Let's.
It's closer to Christmas.
Phil.
Well, we don't know when Predator takes place though.
Phil said it doesn't. Oh, who knows? Phil says Die Hard also is not a Christmas movie.
Phil, we still need to fight about that. We got to get Phil on so we can argue about that this Christmas.
Hey, Clink has a good point. Even though E.T. came out around Christmas, I got to look up the E.T. release date.
Let's see.
E.T. original release date. June of 1982. Okay.
I'm just waiting for the comments to just start turning on Phil with that Die Hard is also not a Christmas movie comment.
Hey, you know what's interesting? Is Predator came out June of 1987. They both came out in June. Hey,
right, baby.
June.
And here's the deal. So E.T. is a very good movie. My kids have seen E.T., but they've seen Predator 10 times over, baby. And my birthday is on fucking Christmas. And if I pick a movie, they're watching Predator, and we're gonna go with Predator.
All right.
Predator wins, and they even know like that's a Predator. Like that, like my kids like if you talk about E.T., they're like, yeah, okay, we see it. And like, oh, that's a Predator. Like they know that's a Predator.
Melissa says, Mel says E.T. is Jesus.
Well, great. Predator is Thor.
But we all get to see just how happy the Predator is when he gets to unwrap his victims, and get their skulls.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right. And you even see him like admiring when he grabs Arnold by the face and he like turns him. He's like admiring. He's like, that's a good skull right there.
All
baby.
right.
That's a trophy.
Yeah. He's gonna enjoy unwrapping.
So who's the winner? Who's the winner of this? Predator. But 2 against 1. And I said that it's a Halloween movie, so we're gonna definitely give in. Oh, dude! Now it's turning into a bloodbath.
Deserving of Predator.
Yeah. It's imagine Predator hunting ETs. Like, come
on. Okay. Well, okay. Here's a one that I've been wondering. Which movie had better first contact policies? Which movie had better first contact policies? This is an excellent question. Excellent question.
It is. It
yep.
is.
I love it so much.
What do you guys in the chat think about this question? In case you missed it. Which movie had better first contact policies? This is a very serious one.
So
I'm definitely going with E.T. on this one. Definitely,
really?
Because it better policies.
Really? When he shows up in a fucking astronaut suit like they've never had a hazmat suit before in their life. Like they walk through, like there are 5 or 6 scenes where these guys are walking around in literally astronaut suits on Earth. It's so stupid.
Those are good policies. You don't know what you're going to get.
You could wear a hazmat suit. You don't need protection from the environment. Like it's just a hazmat suit. Like as a kid, I was like, oh my God. But now as an adult, it's like, why are you bringing fucking astronaut outfit? You're not exposed to like high powered solar rays. You're not like why are you just wear a hazmat suit? Yes, you're just it's so stupid.
I think both are like the perfect American like example. We're either
First,
going to be really cautious and wear hazmat suits / astronaut suits, or we're just going to blow the shit out of it.
they wanted to kill E.T. They both hated aliens. I'd rather be with Arnie than Drew.
Fuck yeah. Who do you want to like?
It depends
Like,
how
what if he? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
it depends how the alien acts. They act oppositely here.
Yeah. What if ET was like, beep, beep, beep. Like you'd want Arnie on your side.
But that's the. They made policy after ET, and now it is better.
Oh, since we already established that both of the movies are connected, yeah, they had their run-in with E.T. And then 5 years later, they were like, God damn, there's another one? All right, let's just send commandos. Just get them out of here.
They did send
commandos
Commando.
out.
It was Commando without his daughter.
Straight up.
Straight up sent Commando.
They were like, these little ET guys are back. Just send Arnie to kick them out. And then they show up, and it's like, oh, that's a different alien.
I think you're right, dude. They show up with. I mean, they're just being safe though, with the astronaut suits and stuff. They're just playing it safe.
Yeah.
Except for the one scientist in the astronaut suit that for some reason starts banging on the window and is like,
Dude,
who put these blinds here? And is like trying to crawl through the window instead of the door.
Small children escape the astronaut suit people, whereas Arnie battles a fucking predator shirtless to the death.
Okay.
Who do you want? Like I'm saying, like small children are like, let's just get the bikes. That's a famous quote. Get the bikes. Whereas Arnie's like, this fucker's going down. He's not killing the rest of the earth.
Yep, that's some good first contact policies right there.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, everybody remembers Arnie's most famous line in that movie. Ah!
Do it, I'm here. Kill me, I'm here. Come on, I'm here.
So, which movie had the better villain?
Are we talking Predator or Carl Weathers?
Who's the villain? That's up for interpretation. Which movie had a better villain?
In E.T., the government was a villain, but as watching it as an older adult, again, if this fucking alien lands and like you don't know anything about it, and you know that it's obviously affecting the human, like whether
as far as you know, it's toxic to the kids. You know what I mean?
Like, yeah, it could kill all your children. Like the government's not that bad of a villain now. Like it's so.
So when you say they're not that bad of a villain, do you mean they're the better villain? Like they're better?
You know, Predator is hunting prey.
But is he the villain or is Carl Weathers the villain?
No. He's a villain. Like, and that's the thing is that like you want the fucking deer to go whoop the bear's ass. In real life, it's not gonna happen, but like you want it to happen. Like, you just
the villain in the E.T. is the government, so E.T. is a better villain.
But the government dude was actually kind of like a good guy. He was like
the one guy. The rest of them were douchebags.
The main guy was just like, look, I just want to talk to him.
Yeah.
But Carl Weathers, yeah. Hands down, it's Carl Weathers. He was the best villain. He tricks 6 commandos to go tromp into the middle of the jungle with no information.
But he didn't know about Predator either. He didn't know about Predator. He was going in there to get whatever files he was. When he went back, he died for them. Like he went back whenever he was with Mac, and he was like, "I see him, Mac. I'm gonna go get him." and I'm gonna go like it wasn't. No,
Damn, we should have done Mac and Me versus Predator. Remember? Versus ET.
I'm having to go back tonight. I'm having to go back tonight. But like, and
That scene did not age well.
dude, he went around. He was like, I'm gonna fucking go around, and I was like, so he was fighting to save Mac from Predator, and then when he was like, I got scores settled too. It's like, what are you talking about, Carl Weathers? Like, what are you?
Not gonna lie, I was rooting for
what-
Predator in this movie.
What score was Carl Weathers trying to settle?
I don't know.
Because
If
the
it-
Predator didn't kill the hostages. If anything, it was that other big actor that's in like every single Schwarzenegger movie.
Mac. Yeah, Mac.
No, not Mac. No, like Carl Weathers was going after the like hostages, and in that movie, he's in it for like 2 scenes. But it's like Thor Bjornsson or something, like some very Scandinavian name, who plays a Russian, and he's just like blap blap to the hostages. And maybe that's who Carl Weathers was talking about.
You talking about Mac's character?
No,
Is
that's
Bill
Billy
Duke? Yeah.
No, it's like if you're on IMDb, you got to.
You talking about Hawkins? Hawkins?
No, it's below that.
What character is it?
It's just like Russian.
All right. It's not Poncho. It's not Lefty. I'm not seeing.
Russian. Here's a ballad of Poncho and Lefty and Russian.
All the federalists say. All right, let's move on. Who's the better victim? I mean, who's the better villain, I should say? The government or Predator? That's the question. Government versus Predator.
I'm going to go with Predator because I like to live in fantasy. I don't want my villains to be too real.
Yeah. Oh, I guess it's another point for Predator. Another landslide victory for Predator.
I mean, we can kill the Predator. So
Alex Jones hangs out with Jesse the Body Ventura.
If it please, we can kill it. Is one of the best quotes in the history of mankind.
I thought big gulps. Cool. See you later. I thought that was one of the best quotes. Big gulps, huh? Neat. See you later. Who's a better victim? That is a good question. Who was a better victim?
I mean, Predator was just on vacation, and these
Predator,
army guys just keep going after him.
He was here to hunt. He wasn't a victim.
Vacation, still. I mean, he bagged his limit with Jim Hoppa's group.
Yeah. And then,
I would say that E.T. is definitely a better victim. He got left behind by either his friends or his parents.
Hey.
He died because of the environment was not good.
we don't know about E.T. Maybe he was the dick of the bunch. Maybe they're like, you know what? Just like tell E.T. to go grab some plants or something. Like they're like, fucking asshole. And then the cops start showing up. They're like, we gotta go, E.T. baby. And he was like, hey, yeah, your mom sucks. Later.
Maybe he got caught. He got caught roofying his friend's wife or something, and they just kicked him off the ship.
Yeah,
you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, all he can say is E.T. phone home. Like he might have been the asshole of the bunch, and they've been like, "Oh, we gotta go back and save this fucking guy." Like, oh my god. Whereas Predator was like, you know what, man, I'm gonna go fucking kill some humans if I can kill some humans, and they're like, that's our culture. We do it. Like,
we finally got another point for E.T. on that one.
E.T. gets a point.
E.T. gets a damn point. He's getting left behind right now by the Predator. Predator's leaving him in the dust.
Predator was just on a hunting vacation. Oh, Curtis, each time you bend over like that, it's so awkward on camera.
Yeah. You're like,
That's the way love goes.
Oh,
let's
so
see.
this is how you treat your guests.
Oh, let's see here. What do we got? If you're on a flight and you only had one movie that you could watch, which movie would you pick? Eh? Eh?
I
Predator.
almost feel, yeah, Predator.
Damn it, I agree with you because I'd rather watch Predator on a flight too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care if there is like a 4-year-old sitting behind me, peeking behind my chair. I'm gonna be like, see, Mac just got his head blown off.
And
Yeah.
I also want to
You
say
see that? You see that? Death life, baby. Deal with it.
I also want to say, you son of a bitch, real loud on the plane. You know what I mean? Like,
And then everybody's like, "Oh my god!" And you're like, "I'm watching Predator," and they're like, "Oh, you're the
I'm watching
best."
Predator. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
This is
And
normal.
you're like, "You son of a bitch," and they're like, "Oh my god!" And you're like, "I'm watching Predator," and like, pushing too many pencils. Ah!
which movie deserves a sequel?
I feel like this one's cheating.
It is cheating because the fucking Predator's got like 15 sequels
Yeah,
and more to
E.T.
come.
deserves a sequel.
E.T. deserves this.
I'm gonna give this one to ET. It
For
deserves a sequel.
Yeah.
For sure. For E.T. is like the Top Gun of alien movies. Like, really, you're gonna make a sequel now? 40 years later?
You know what they need to do? They need to make a sequel where
Bring back the
Predator
actors.
attacks an outer rim planet of Jedis, and then Order 66 happens, and the Jedi Master's a fucking ET, and he comes and wrecks shop. I'm just saying, it writes itself. We don't need like.
Yep. It definitely writes itself.
And Predator swings
feel
at
like-
his neck. Predator swings at his neck and he shrinks it down. You know, like bam, bam. Like there's a whole like, come on, what are we doing here?
This is so stupid. Is the sequel from the last made or the original? Open for interpretation. Open for interpretation.
You pig, baby.
Yeah,
That's
I
right.
mean, like a modern or like an ET sequel where they bring back like all the original actors and then ET shows up again. That
He's
that
like,
could be kind of cool. I mean, that could be kind of cool.
well,
like,
or,
look.
or like, or a predator where like they ignore all the other bullshit, and like Arnold's been telling them the whole time since after they picked him up. And he's like, there's an alien trying to take over, blah, 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 alien. And they're like, okay. And then they lock him up in some crazy hospital. And you got old ass Arnold
Old ass Arnold.
in some crazy hospital. But the Predator's like, nobody's ever beaten this guy. And they go and like wreck shop in some modern city just to fucking get at Arnold. But he knows what's going on. Like, I mean, how awesome would that be? Like,
Or-
he's like,
Hey, small
I
screen.
told you.
Or how about this? A group of predators are being hunted by an ET.
Boom.
Oh, okay. I see how it is.
Hey, which movie holds up better? Which movie holds up? We got new questions this week.
Predator.
Predator.
It was 5 years later. However, again, when he fucking makes
I agree.
astronauts walk into these people's house, like that's so fucking stupid. Like, why are they wearing astronaut outfits? Just wear hazmat. Because the people later in the movie are wearing hazmat outfits. Like, why are they wearing astronaut outfits to walk on Earth? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, it's just stupid. Like, but
I think
Predator,
I think you're right. Predator holds up.
for 5 years, I mean, like this, like if it was 20 years later, it'd be like, okay, well, we can talk about it. No, 5 years, no.
The picture's clearer in Predator than it is ET.
Yes.
If you look at it, it's like the film quality is better.
Yes.
Yeah, Chris Klink, Melissa both say Predator. Phil says E.T. is timeless.
E.T. is timeless.
Yeah, because in what time would anyone have an astronaut walk into a fucking house on Earth?
Dude, how offended were you by that?
It just I never noticed it before, and I was like watching. I was like, why is he wearing a fucking like that's for outer space? Like, doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, what's going on? Hazmat, I get, but like those are fucking $3 million suits, and they're like what, like what?
I got another question for you. Wait for it. There we go. Another question. Who had the best stunts and fight choreography? Hands down, E.T. The way the way they flew over like in those on the bicycles when they were flying, and like BMX'd over the hills, jumping and going between houses and stuff.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with Predator. I mean, when Ramirez gets like with the giant log,
Yeah,
or when Predator and Schwarzenegger both decide to do a double gurn off a cliff.
A double what? A double what?
Like when they both take a dive. What?
Yeah.
Both like
like I said earlier, when Arnold's in the water and he's like, oh my god, he's in the water, he's okay. He's like, oh god, and that splash happens. It's like, what the fuck is going on here? Like even to this day, like it just hits, like it just lands and it works. Predator, baby.
Predator. All right, man. Predator's dominating.
Somebody was it Melissa said we're gonna need a second row for scores for Predator.
Seriously, it's getting ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. All right, well. Which movie had more Reese's Pieces? Okay.
Predator.
I assume.
You assume? Go ahead, Curtis.
I was about to say, I assume Jesse the Body Ventura had Reese's Pieces in his pockets, but
Jesus Christ.
He didn't have time to bleed, but he had time for Reese's Pieces.
Yeah.
It wasn't tobacco. It was Reese's Pieces.
Yeah, just Reese's Pieces.
Oh boy.
They never showed us.
I mean, I guess
we gotta give that.
We gotta give the point to.
We gotta give that one to E.T.
We have to.
Sure.
Ouch.
There you go, you poor dirty bastard.
Poor thing.
My son watched half of it with me today, and he was like, "E.T. sounds like a donkey and a lawnmower mixed together." And I was like, "Yeah, he does."
That's a fair assessment.
Yeah, I was like, "Predators sound like that?" He was like, "No, Predators." Like he's like, "Fuck, oh, he knows Predator." Like he was like, "No." Like, you don't fuck with Predator, baby.
Which alien had stubbier legs? Man, that's an excellent question. Let's go to the chat.
Predator.
Guys, which alien had stubbier legs?
Either E.T. or the one played by Kevin Peter Hall, which is one of the tallest people in movie history to ever exist.
Chat, what do you? Bobby says Predator. No, she says E.T. Chris Clink says Predator. Who had stubbier legs? Predator. Let's see here. I
Bill
guess
Davis's comment.
This is so stupid. Shit, that was fucking funny. Thank you for that, Phil. Holy cow. All right.
Got the perfect mental
man,
image of that too.
That was hilarious. I guess I got to give after that owl comment. I guess we got to give that point to Predator. Good for you.
We're giving.
Yeah.
Wait.
You didn't see this comment? Look at this comment.
I did.
I mean, it's just logic. We're just going by logic. Predator. E.T.'s legs unfold like an owl. It's fucking freaky, man. We're giving that point. That point goes to fucking Predator.
Of all the things that E.T.
Wow.
Man.
This is so stupid. All right. Curtis has fucking lost his.
E.T.'s like,
no, ouch. E.T. is like, ouch, ouch.
This is my time to shine, baby. Phil jumps in and goes, Nope.
Okay. All right, what we got? Whose finger glows more? Whose finger glows more?
Well,
Predator. I mean, he does a little glowy thing on his
When he
claws,
lights
and they
it
light up.
yeah.
Oh, there you go. We're gonna call a draw on that one. All right, let's see if I got any more. 10 watching, 5 likes. Hit that like button, gang. Please give us a like. Chris Clay is like Predator. Oh boy. What else?
He lights him up, baby.
Karate lessons, characters, musical score. I think we've gone through them all. Man, this is unfortunate.
I had a bonus question pop in my mind earlier. I'm trying to remember what it was. I can't remember what it
James.
was, though.
All right, good job, JB.
Predator. All right. Oh boy.
Clink's over there, Van Damme.
Who would win in a fight? How many points is love worth? Phil asked an excellent question. All you need is love.
1/2. Half a point, because you need at least 2 for love.
That's not true.
Half a point.
And Predator kills you.
Here's the wow. Here's the score, gang.
Which baker would win in an arm match? An arm wrestling match? It'll only start when they go, "You son of a bitch."
Which baker would win in an arm wrestling match? I'm actually pretty strong with arm wrestling. Trying to figure out how to go bunk. Yeah, wrong way. Yeah. I'm actually pretty strong for having such scraggly arms. I'm actually deceptively strong, like the Predator. Which alien is creepier? A Predator? Well, it depends. It depends. E.T. hangs out with children. He hangs out with children.
E.T.
He's like
pretty creepy.
Yeah, long fingers, hangs out with children. I don't know. That's E.T.'s not allowed near schoolyards. Predator. That's
Predators
how.
aren't allowed near schoolyards.
No, predators don't
Predator-
follow the
predators
rules.
aren't gonna attack kids. They're not gonna. Yeah, they want to go for the base.
That's true.
Only one way to settle this: over the top.
They did establish that Predator won't kill kids.
When
He
I
won't
turn
even
my
kill
hat around,
adults. It's like flipping a switch.
it's like a
baby.
switch. It's like a switch. I get real strong, pumping iron.
That's right. And I'm gonna base my custody battle on this. On this.
E.T.'s creepier. You guys are slapping. I don't know what that means.
I said it at the beginning of the stream.
We're doing
I was gonna be
slaps.
the redheaded stepchild. And you're over here just
Ooh,
slapping around a redheaded stepchild.
dude, no, not robot jocks. Over the Top versus Real Steel. It's the same
Dude,
movie.
That's basically it's the same fucking movie.
Yeah,
Dude, that's it.
that's a good one, huh? Well, he said,
said
robot jocks, but I was talking about that Real Steel the other day.
Real Steel.
I've never seen Real Steel, but
Real
I've seen
Steel.
Over the Top, so we can do
It's
those.
The same fucking.
Yeah.
That's it.
Thank you, Melissa.
Yes.
Thank Phil. That is Real Steel.
Yeah. We're gonna do a air horn because we got a new show idea. And who doesn't want to watch Over the Top and see Hugh Jackman? I mean, yeah, Over the
We
Top.
got some more
Hey,
sex
Hey,
bots.
fucking
The sex-
Nakey. Nakey's
even
back.
The sex bots want to see it. The sex bots want to see it.
Well, the sex bots want to see Real Steel because there's robots in it. They're like, hey, that's my.
Yeah, they're like,
Bro,
that is my
I heard you
husband,
got
yeah.
robot.
Oh boy. That is my husband, yeah.
He will fuck you good, yeah. He
Oh,
will
boy.
fuck that all the time with the robot sex. And the pumping and the pumping.
Okay. Oh, James took care of him. That's who it was. The cheapest? I don't even know what I took care of them. I don't even know. Yeah, cheap sex, the cheapest. It says, bro, cheap Tinder just for sex. This is getting bad. Like, wow. All right. JB, next time you got to clear your cookies before you come on the show, dude. We don't ever get these bots.
No.
Yeah, James, thank you
Phil says,
thanks for doing that.
Phil says, hell yeah, cheap sex.
Just kidding. We know that's Curtis.
Did you, brother? No, he said it.
Will she wear a predator mask? Oh boy.
Fuck yeah.
Stop
Just
giving
slap
Curtis
crap on you.
ideas.
So,
I'm gonna fuck my wife with a crab on her. I'm gonna slap a crab.
Okay.
On my face and be like, yeah, let's do
all right, here we go.
this.
We've done best story, we've done best cast, we've done prettier film, we've done musical score, we've done best acting. We didn't do best characters. Who has the best characters? This is a good
Come
one.
on. Come on.
I mean, this is a good question.
It is.
Like, let's look at the characters in ET. Really, we've got like 5.
No.
Not counting ET. You've got Elliot,
No,
who
go ahead,
spends his
count
entire
ET.
movie
It's okay.
screeching. You got the older brother,
Okay,
who I'm
hold
not
on.
even sure why he's there.
Hold on. You got Henry Thomas, who is Elliot. And then you got Drew Barrymore. You got the older brother. You got the mom. And
you
then
got Keys.
Keys, yeah. I mean, really, there's not much going on. Not much going on. And then, but that's
As my brother from another mother says, you got Carl motherfucking Weathers. Like, if you got Carl Weathers in a movie, you're golden, baby. You're done. You're over.
hey,
You got
cheap,
Apollo Creed.
cheaper than Tinder's back. Man, Predator all day
I'm
long.
not gonna I'm not going to be invited back, am I?
cheaper than Tinder. It's my new hit song.
We're just getting that good, baby, where the bots want to get some too.
Yeah.
Cheaper than Tinder.
Okay, how's this for a question? Which alien would you bring home to meet your parents?
Which alien would I bring home to meet my parents? Definitely E.T. I like my parents.
I mean,
I would bring Predator home. He's not going to kill my parents.
he's such a strong lad.
Like you bring E.T. home and they're like, "Oh, this is your husband. Okay, all right." And then you bring Predator home and it's like, "Yeah, big strong babies. Yeah, big strong babies. Yeah."
Okay.
I said Predator, not Schwarzenegger.
Which movie made you hungrier?
Predator was bigger than Schwarzenegger. I wanted to eat the hell out of some Reese's for ET.
Yes.
I was going to say which one.
So I didn't want to do this, but I got to do it.
Yep. You're right. Boom. And that wraps it up. Uh-oh. We've got 6 points for E.T. and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points for Predator. Making Predator the champion. The champion of Versus for this episode. All hail Predator. High five to Predator, the champion Predator. Pure quality. Pure quality. Speaking of thirst traps. What's up? What's up, Curtis?
This is my dad bod. I'm gonna do a thing on YouTube. Dad bod. I'm not gonna go to God bod like Thor, but maybe less than dad bod. Like so.
CIA's got him pushing.
Well, what do you think, man? Predator has won the competition for today.
I think the life
You think-
is beautiful.
Do you think justice has been served?
It has.
Not only did Predator blow E.T. out of the water, it also blew Curtis's shirt off.
Curtis, that's not
Again.
That's not dad bod. That is father figure. That's what that is. Boom.
Either way, I'm not I'm not gonna get God bod. Don't get me wrong, but
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get back. I gotta get back to,
Put on the mask, Curtis, says Chris Clink. I don't know where the mask is. But guys, we got a champion. Predator has beaten E.T. I didn't think it was possible. E.T. versus Predator. Predator wins. How could that be?
And
Just
so,
another skull
guys, you
for
got to
the
start
trophy.
thinking.
Just another skull for the trophies.
That's right. That's right, baby. And you got to start thinking, guys. For next year during March Madness, all of our winners, like if we paired them all up, John Wick versus Predator. Oh my God! Like if we actually paired these guys up, what would happen?
John Wick versus Predator? That's an excellent question.
That would be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, March Madness or something like that. Like, hey, whoa, shibbity boogity. Look at my fucking taco meat dirt.
Did you say sugary boogity?
Dirt chest hair, like here. This is like a fucking cat shit on me, and I just like decided to step on stage.
I feel like you said sugary boogity.
I did.
He did.
You're not making fun of me. I'm making fun of me. Look at this. Look at this. If somebody's like, "That's you," oh, look at that. I got your shit all over you. And you're like, oh, okay. That's my chest hair.
Except for that one time he didn't. There it is.
Oh my God. Ethan Hawke is here, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Ethan Hawke in the house.
I loved him in that John Brown miniseries.
Moonlight Talk.
Hey, what's up, guys? Ethan Hawke is back. Yeah. Man, I was rooting for E.T., but I knew the Predator was going to win. I was rooting for E.T., but I knew Predator was going to win. Did you guys see my new show?
Yeah.
Did you see my new show, Moon Knight? I still got glass in my feet. I got glass in my shoes. Yeah, what are you guys doing?
I'm just starstruck.
Yeah, you should be. JB. Jim Beam? Jacked up bum?
Yeah, I didn't know Ethan Hawke was such a dick.
You are wait, never mind.
We deal with him all the time.
Palabra. That's right, gang. I tried to tell everybody E.T. was going to win. He didn't win. So what else you guys up to tonight?
You bet on the wrong horse, Ethan Hawke. Just deal with it, okay? Predator won. Just deal with it.
Whatever.
Don't use your fucking Moon Knight powers on me.
Yep.
I've watched one episode of that.
And that's why you have no friends.
That's why I'm sitting next to Curtis with no shirt on.
That's why you got no shirt either.
Yeah, look at this beautifulness.
Okay, now you're scaring the children.
And now we're back to that Predators not allowed near
And
schools talk.
now we're not. That's weird for two teachers not to be allowed near schools. Okay, now.
Dad bod.
Let's
Dad
put that
bod.
back down.
Dad bod. Dad bod.
We lost Curtis, everybody.
Not God bod, but better than Dad bod.
Okay, now. Well, that wraps it up. On that note, I got to get the hell out of here. I got to write some songs and books and movies. And
God, his eyes are staring into my soul.
they're so piercing, aren't they?
They
They're
really
so
are.
piercing.
I gotta go poop on a starfish.
All right, guys, I got to get out of here. Whoa, we lost Curtis. It looks like, where the hell's Curtis? Hold on.
There we go.
Don't worry.
Why are
We'll
you
get,
scooting over? Get out of my spot. Yeah, that's right.
It's so warm.
oh, it's so warm. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Let's get some Curtis action back here. Let's see here. That was nice of Ethan Hawke to show up, you know?
It was. He's, not always welcome, but it's nice when he shows up. Yeah.
He's always polite.
Yes.
Lil Curtis.
Yes.
Aw.
Now keep me a little because it's my dad
Right.
bod. Just
Okay.
Hey.
Just wait, folks. Anybody looks back at the old Versus episode, there. Oh, what happened to Curtis?
He shrunk.
Life happened.
We forgot to line
Summer's
dry
coming.
him. We put him in the dryer.
Summer's coming.
It was cold out.
All right, guys. Let's see what's happening. JB, don't forget to breathe, says Mel. Hobbit Curtis. Well, this is fun. Hello. Well, now what the hell do we do? We've been on for 2 hours. Curtis took his shirt off, and he's a hobbit. And
I was just like that.
we
I
had
wanted to
Ethan
do like
Hawke
that
showed
thing,
up.
like,
I brought all the
I'm
sex
like-
bots,
I'm
apparently.
getting back in. Yeah, and James brought the sex bots. Like, I just wanted to be a thing. Like, I'm gonna get back in shape. Like, I'm sorry, guys. Like, it's coming. Summer's coming, so I'm getting back in shape. So, and I wanted to be a testament. Like, hey, here it comes.
All right. Well,
What were some of the pairs that the movie verses that you and I were talking about, Curtis? Like it was Poseidon.
Damn it,
versus
Curtis. God damn it.
Titanic.
What are you doing? All right, gang. I'm gonna wrap it up now. Curtis,
I
Curtis
tried.
has gone from suck to blow. So
Look at that. Look at it and worship it.
we lost Curtis, guys. Hey, thanks for watching Versus. I had a great time. I really enjoyed everybody in the chat participating.
Yeah, it's been hilarious reading the chat.
Poopsie says I have the weirdest boner. All right. Hell yeah, Phil,
Poopsie, it's only
Mick Jagger,
weird if you
Ice
feel
T,
ashamed.
and Dolphins. All right. Okay, well, cool. I guess we're gonna see you guys next week if we don't get kicked off YouTube for Curtis's striptease.
What?
I'm just kidding.
What
No.
are we, wait. Real Steel versus what? And somebody said it earlier.
Real Steel versus Over the Top, buddy. I will message
Yes.
you. Yeah, and I want to thank Ethan Hawke for stopping by, and we're gonna see you guys next week on the next episode of Versus. So be sure to subscribe, gang. Be sure and hit that subscribe button, and we're gonna see you guys later.